rename this indicator.
Brian's indicator?
Yeah, rename it, and that way, whenever I want to take it off, I can just take it off without having to reset it. You know, so for instance, if I want to be on a 4-hour chart, I want to see my levels on the 4-hour. I want to make sure I know those, but I'm not sure about my daily, and I just lay those dailies on top quickly to see, okay, where does this play in? Because like I'm looking at the, whoa, it looks like I've got a screen problem. On the Aussie US, my zones are really whacked. I mean, just because it disable the levels. Well, why would we want to disable the levels if that's what we're looking for? And that's your daily, because yours. Okay, that's better. So, all right. So let me see what you did there. Let me go over here. Okay. Okay. And it also throws my cloud on there, so I need to get rid of that cloud as well, which should be easy since I know what to do there, because I've disabled the cloud by making a horrible mistake. Yeah, it's bogging me down a little bit. Hang on with me don't tell me the secret sauce yet. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm on the right one here. Okay, that's the one I'm wanting. Okay, so I'm going to disable the cloud and that. Okay, and I'm going to not do lines, correct? Is it enable levels? That's what I need to make sure it says no. Okay, so I go to enable levels, and then it's only going to print my lines. Well, I lost the. Okay, I didn't lose them. I just must be some of them are going to be in other zones apparently. It's interesting. Okay, let me get situated here. And
hello, everybody.
I thought I heard the breathing of a man.
Oh, it's good. We just got back and got back a little earlier than I expected. So
I have to honestly say it's a little concerning to me when I can recognize my favorite guy's breathing. I mean, it's just a little weird. Yeah, kind of a little weird here. I'm recognizing his breathing.
So what are we going over tonight?
We're not really looking at any zones. He's just showing me how to overlay the daily onto the 4-hour chart if I want to see where the daily zones are. And so that's what we've been talking about. He's getting ready to unveil some great secret thing that's going to save our trading account from zeroing out.
I figure the Holy Grail's in the next version.
It's got to be. I mean, how many chances do you get? It has to be that way. Yes, yeah. I'm ready. Can you switch to an Aussie US? Just since that's the one I usually look at least. The Aussie yen just kind of caught my eye the other day when I was just playing around. So you're basically saying that don't show the 4-hour information on the 4-hour chart. You're saying show the daily information on the 4-hour chart, forgetting everything else. So your blue represents, your dark blue in this case would represent what? Because
But the green's not a fresh level right now in the daily then, right?
correct. I don't think. Did you say puke color?
It does look like it.
Puke color. All right,
In this
great.
case, those are the daily, right? Okay.
So your 1 hour would be your 4-hour, your 4-hour would be your daily, daily would be your weekly. And those are those, since you're on the daily chart, is that the daily zones, or are those weekly? Okay, so you did do the higher on the daily even. Yeah, I would think that I think that would be extremely powerful. And you again would say that your daily and weekly, I'm writing this down so I don't forget, both of those are going to be set at 1, and your 4-hour and lower are going to be at 1.5. Even if you're, go ahead. Okay. Okay, so if I'm over, let's say I'm doing the 4-hour chart, I want to overlay and still use a 1.5 though. So it's going to be a strong zone. Okay. That's probably about 6 to 1. 5 to 1.
James, are you using the times multiplier at all anymore? Okay.
So let me ask you this question. I want to see the daily levels with a 4-hour cloud. Is that possible? Or do I have to set, that can't be done on one, I'd have to set up 2 different tools, right? Okay, that's what I want to make sure. Okay, because I was just looking at the, so while my setting up my levels, I want to put no for clouds. Yeah, yeah, that'd be nasty. That is weird. Okay. And will I keep enabling the levels then? I would want that, right? Because that's going to paint the big picture, right? Okay, I'm understanding now a little bit. Let me go. I want to look at. I want to make sure my setup's right because I'm going to do the same chart you're doing. Okay, I don't have. I must have done something not quite right. Of course, my colors are different than yours. I mean, obviously, because I went back to the normal default. If that's the level I'm going to use, I don't need 4-hour level. My buy area still is not near as wide as yours, so I must have set something up not quite right. Right. Oh, okay. Okay. So maybe a little bit different. Okay, that's fine. So, and I think I forgot to change one thing that I needed to change as well, and that may help as well. Let's see. I can't get rid of it painting over the top, but it says no to enable paint bar. What else? Remember how you had your candles painting over the top? Mine's set to no, but it's still doing it. Enable levels. I have to have it. Yeah, paint bar says no, but my screen looks just like yours did when you had your candles over the top. I'm at no. I have signaling setting 4.0. RC2. Okay. Okay. Now, if you are willing to share, let me know. If not, I'll go back to where I was. No worries. No worries, but it does still give me my zones. It's just ugly. I still get zones, but they are ugly. You're coming into, according to mine, you're coming into a demand zone at 1457. Which to me looks like a pretty solid zone because that area was broken. Well, mine's showing as green as all get out. Not exactly sure. To me, it has a retest because I can see a candle inside there, but it's showing green. Is that I mean, it's not very big. I may take a shot at it, but it's not very big. Hold on one second. Options. General options, gaps. I said show gaps. So disable them. Nope, didn't change anything. Still green. Great. That explains why I've lost money last week. That's what it is. I'll go ahead and send you the bill later, but that's all right. We'll fix it. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at that little zone. That's not very much risk to get a 1-to-1 maybe, because I'm not showing anything really nearby. I mean, I can easily get my 1-to-1, let's put it that way. As far as there's no zones above it that are just really whacked out. Yeah, even if I just take it to the last high closing, that's 3-to-1.
Go ahead, as long as I don't get stopped out.
Yeah, I probably would get stuck. I'm just, man, it's really high. It's really. It's just all, I mean, you're sitting in a supply zone, though. I mean, but that supply zone's above it. And even as an entry, I'm out before we hit back into the supply again. If I'm reading I mean, for me, it's not sitting inside yet. It's sitting just, well, hold on. Let me look at this chart. Interesting. So this is sitting inside of supply, but my buy is outside the zone, and that supply area is pretty strong. And I'm not so sure that's a safe trade. I like the other one down further down. Yeah, well, and the daily, but that's the daily signal. That daily green one is a signal, but I like the one below it at 1348. And your green one's not a daily. Okay. So let me make sure that mine's, of course, your settings are different. My daily shows a green one at 1348 to 1296 as green.
That's in 48. Yeah, there's a daily zone there.
I like that one much better than the one that's real close. Drop that down just a tad and see what happens. Interesting. I'm not so sure what the euro plans on doing.
Well, I think if it was gonna go back up, it would be by now because it's sitting on the 4-hour zone. I think it might break it.
You go down to the lower one?
Yeah, but the zone at 1394, 1369, that looks like a good one.
To go back long?
Yeah. But at the same time where it's at right now, it's sitting on the 20 EMA and a weekly zone. You know, it might go back and retest the high and before come back down again.
Yeah.
That's still a possibility.
Oh, so it's going to be dead tomorrow.
Yeah, so. I think, for me, the way I see it, there's a good probability that it may break down because of prices sitting there and eating demand. But I don't trade on my opinion, so I'm not going to do anything.
The area that Tim is looking at is actually not a very fresh area. His zone is the 1388 area on the hour. That's from this morning's numbers. Yeah, open was different, doesn't do currency. Well, it talks about news. Oh, yeah. You said which one? Yeah, 70 by 85 to be long. Yeah. Yep. That's where he's preferring. But that, to me, that hasn't happened yet because that wasn't today.
Yeah. I was looking at the price going to the level, and then I say, I'm not gonna short it like that. I'll just wait for a pullback and then try to get in on a lower time frame. And this is what I did because it looks like it wants to go up. But if the weekly candle close the way it is, that's a very signal for price to go back down.
$13.85, $13.70. Is that what it was? I'll mark that off again. And how do you know how, James? Do you know how he does it? You know, he gives a preferred level. Is that actually his stop and everything? He doesn't give you a straight answer. He's just going to give you numbers and let you play around with it. Oh. Oh, very nice. I'm okay with that. I really want him to come and talk with the group. I think it'd be very, very helpful. Are you going to see him or call him? I wish him well.
Who you guys are talking about? Oh, okay.
Is that how he pronounces it? Pesut? Or is it Pessit? How does he pronounce his name? Himself. I mean, everybody says it differently, but I'm good with either.
Don't even ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys look on the daily level that you were, the cloud, that level that we have on the blue is sitting on the cloud on the daily. So it might be a good level for a pullback.
You mean to go short?
To go long on the Euro daily.
Oh, you're on the pound. I'm sitting looking at the pound.
Yeah, he's on the pound now.
Yeah, that's the one thing I love. I love getting his insight as far as his news, but I really don't understand the levels of how to use them properly. I mean, I'm putting them, posting them, looking at them, but to properly use them, I'm just kind of watching to see what the price is doing when it comes into those areas, and obviously there's some confusion. But I definitely got some insight from him when he talked about, he's not even looking at the U.S. yen right now.
Guys, remember how I told you that Richard Gere defined his curve If we look on the pound, right now we are at the bottom of the curve, and the top of the curve is sitting at 1700 on the weekly chart. Zoom in so that you can see it all the way until 2009.
So you would say your zone, your curve is at 15. Oh, your curve would you consider your curve at the 7,000?
The 1405 to 136.54, and then that's the bottom, and then the top is 1792.
So 4,000 to 7,000.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a huge zone.
But the first you could consider the recent curve at the 1600 level as well.
Yep, 6,000 to 4,000. I can see that definitely. But it's been ranging for a long time, but it's been big range.
Exactly. So that's been price likely to go back up, then down at this point.
It's going to be a battle though, because you got three zones to battle through. Yeah. But the higher
if you look at the 1600, it's a retest of a drop-based drop from the previous curve going down. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. You see if you look at the all the way over, when price was dropping, there's a base right there, there's a level. Yeah, right there. So that's a retest. So
and that's a level on a level and a level. There's 3 levels sitting right there. Interesting. Well, guys, I hate to cut it short. I got to do some homework for tomorrow before I teach my kids. Got one more day before I get them settled in for their big state exam, and it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and I'm on a diet at the same time, and my kids have brought me all sorts of crap to eat. I've got brownies. I mean, I would normally just be scarfing this stuff down, but I am just really ticked off. Right now, I got to watch it. I told my kids, I said, y'all must like a fat Mr. White. And they're like, ah, yes. I've been on this diet I've dropped 4 or 5 pounds so far in a week, so that's pretty fat, quite a bit for me. So
Good for you, Brian.
Staying disciplined. I'm going to freeze one of my brownies for the summer and have it with the family. The other stuff I'll probably give away without the kids knowing. But y'all have a great night. We'll see you guys hopefully in the morning. Pierre, it was a pleasure again.
Thank you. All right, good night.
Thanks for everything.
See you in the morning, Brian.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Can we look at the Aussie? The Aussie seems like it's on the move. The news came out at 9:30. But that 4-hour supply is close to the daily zone, so yeah. His zone is very wide. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Mm. Yeah. Wow. The, but there is a 15-minute level that's sitting inside of a 1 hour level at 75.07. Oh, it's not authentic. Yeah. But I was talking about the one up above. See that 7510? Let's go to GB. It's been a while since I look at the pound New Zealand. I used to trade that pair a lot. Yeah. I like the way it moves. It moves very quick. Hmm. Yeah. It looks like it's want to turn back up. Wow. Nah. The lowest I go is 4 hours. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that zone is pretty good. Cloud is flattening out. That's a one-to-one first target. I did a demo on the one-to-one first target. After about 100 trades, I ended up 60-40 with 2.5 to 1. That's pretty good. Exactly. And if you just pull back and break your zone, usually you get that one-to-one, and then the next one is a break even. All right. Yeah. But the zone is already test. You see that, right? Yeah, the daily zone. All right. All right. Good night.